I don't know if I'm a duck or a frog.
That's without question a frog.
I'm a little yellow frog.
This was the view from our Airbnb last night.
It's been a wonderful time in Chepstow. We're going to find the local leisure centre and go swimming, and then we're catching a train today to Swansea, so that will be a lovely break.
I've got to find out if it's the Swansea that has a town nearby that shares my name, so we can potentially visit myself.
Every train in Wales could go suck an egg.
Here we are outside a Tesco at nearly 9 in the evening. Towels in pyjamas. If you'd like to know why, stay tuned in. But the good news is we've ordered some mini pizzas from a random Pizza Express takeout.
We need it.
I'm aware.
I'm not telling you, I'm telling them. We need it.
It's supposed to be a restful day. Simply go swimming in the morning, catch a train to Swansea in the afternoon. So what happened? What happened? Outside the leisure centre, there were what we thought were very useful bike fixing tools and a bike pump, a service to the public. We were both delighted at first because we were going to hand pump our wheels later, as we usually do, in preparation for the next day. So we thought, oh, this one's great. This is a bigger pump. As a reminder, we have not had any punctures from Surrey to Wales. Oh, nice yawn. You looked terrified at the recantation.
I am terrified.
And also
I feel like I'm reliving it.
The massive seagulls swimming around us.
Huge. Swimming in the air.
Oh, check out this big boy. Hang on, I gotta turn the camera. Look at this beautiful boy. Hello. We haven't got our pizza yet, so you can't steal it. Oh yeah, look at that. Gorgeous specimen.
I want to rant now.
We go to use the pump and my inner tube immediately gets a puncture from just trying to pump up the tyre. We obviously did something wrong. Go ahead, Tal. Rant away.
We didn't even need to use this. It wasn't like we knew our stuff was low on air. We just thought, oh, we probably should while we're here. And immediately a massive hole. Stay out of this. A massive hole tears open where the valve joins to the actual tube. The central pin gets knocked off centre. I hadn't spotted the hole yet, so I'm thinking that because the pin's been knocked off centre, it's not holding the air in anymore. It's this massive problem that I don't have the resources to solve. I take the inner tube off and I grab a new inner tube, start pumping it up, and my tyre gauge says that it's at 80 psi, which is far more than our tyres need. Our tyres are 40 to 60. It's half the size of the tyre that I'd just taken off it.
Turns out gauges break all the time. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with the bike pump or our wheel, our inner tube, nothing like that. Yeah. But we are very new to this. We did go to a maintenance workshop, but there is always more to learn, and even the basics can sometimes baffle. No shame in not knowing something. We both thought there was a problem and turned out there wasn't.
This meant that the thing that was meant to tell me if there was a problem had a problem, and so everything seemed like a problem.
It was frustrating. We did have spare inner tubes.
They didn't seem to be the right size. They're only about 2 millimeters too small, so it's still fine. The reason they looked so much smaller was because I hadn't inflated them enough, because the gauge was telling me that they were already at 80 psi.
We patched up the inner tube, decided to leave it there, go for a swim, cool off, pop to a bike shop in town after, because we weren't sure if what we'd done was good enough. There was a guy there, he was so helpful. Really big shout out to Upcycle Chepstow. We just asked for his advice and he said, oh yeah, what you've done is fine, and the fact that the pin was slightly out of line doesn't matter, it will hold the air. That was a relief. It was all okay. The guy also said the spare inner tubes were fine. We only have a small hand pump and that we just needed to keep pumping up a lot more than we initially thought we had to. It would work for our tyres in the end. It's just extra knowledge that we are developing, so I actually think this was a blessing that we discovered all this now, because this could have happened when we were actually out on the road rather than simply just going for a swim. This was a very good point in our journey to learn.
This was all really frustrating, but when we got to Upcycle, the guy's name was Ben, he did really help. He even helped fix an issue we'd been having with Rachel's brakes. That was amazing. It was a technique I didn't realise was applicable to the problem, and also that I'd previously lost the confidence to use that technique for things after just an offhand comment from a guy at Halfords who was like, oh, did you set this tension yourself? Yeah, I could tell. And I was like, oh, no, he showed me how to do it properly. And I think that's someone else's pizza.
Sitting here hoping for pizza.
pizza, please.
It's just so lovely that we received local help and he was just so nice about it. He didn't make us feel silly at all for having small things that we didn't know how to solve. Everyone's got to start somewhere. Our problems for today were not over.
I've used up all my rant energy now. And the seagull has turned into a loaf.
Well, let's focus on the seagull for a bit. There he is. Oh, he's unloafed himself.
He's grown his legs back. Okay, the trains. First one was Chepstow to Cardiff.
What do you think that beaver's name is?
Robert Price, of course. Oh, wait, no, sorry. It's Robert Prick.
Yeah, we cycled over that.
There's not a dedicated bicycle storage place, but that's fine. You just pop the kickstands and one of us stands with them, making sure they don't fall over. No problem. The awful one was Cardiff to Swansea. That train had these awful standing up racks where you've got to pop your bike onto its back wheel and then put the front wheel through a hook, then bring down this big metal arm and lock your bike to that, and then close the door on it.
It's a busy platform, there's lots of people trying to get on.
Yeah.
And so we were desperately trying to make sure that we went to the one with the correct bike rack.
There aren't these in every carriage.
We think we found the correct bike rack carriage, but it turns out there's many other cyclists that day. Fair enough, everyone's got to get around. We were unlucky, so we wheezed onto the carriage just in the nick of time, only to find that the racks were full. The train closes the doors, everyone's crammed in, we're there with our bikes blocking the tiny corridor, very apologetic to everyone. And the only solution is to wait for the next stop, because then we can take it off, run to the next carriage and hope that there's usable bike racks. Really can't do anything in the meantime, and even the train staff realised that. The trolley lady, she was advancing slowly. Like, oh no, she's gonna come and then there's gonna be this
advancing on you like the shark from
junction.
Jaws.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
bearing overpriced chocolate.
I was just hoping that everyone would order a team.
Have a Kit Kat.
It was stressful. We did eventually at the next stop dashed out, got back on. Thankfully there was one side free, but my bike couldn't fit with Tal's bike for whatever reason into the one side because
They're poorly designed, that's the reason.
yeah. I mean, it's supposed to have two bikes fit in each side. Two bikes of our kind were not going in.
Fortunately, the guy whose bike was taking up the other cupboard, he was only getting up after one stop. After much creative language, I managed to squeeze my bike and Rachel's into separate ones. My bike still won't go in properly because you're meant to like hook the front wheel into it. My front wheel was just too big for the hook. I didn't think I had particularly big wheels. I didn't see much difference between my wheels and Rachel's wheels, but her ones went in, my ones didn't.
We've gone to collect our pizzas, they're just packing them up now.
Long story short, we managed it. I got beat up by my own bike. We got to our hotel. We've done the maintenance that we need to on them, and now it's pizza time.
After all of that, the reason Tal is in pyjamas is because we had to wash everything the instant we got back because we were both absolutely covered in bike grease, oil and nonsense, sweat and everything. And we do have spare clothes, but even the spare clothes were also muddy because it was just that kind of day.
And there's our pizza!
Get on your bike.
Tal's mood has instantly brightened now that we have pizza. Pizza. Alright, we've decided he is the pizza goat. He's the pizza goat. And I'm this like old potato man there. After all of that, this space is just what we needed. Plenty of room for the bikes. I'm so relieved, even though we're only here for one night. Yeah, that's more like it. Golf, our favourite.
No, that's Star Wars!